Hello, welcome to the Nectar channel. A channel that will discuss tips and tricks for caring for our beloved cat. Previously, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that we are more enthusiastic about creating content about cats. Having a clean litter box is one way to ensure that your pet cat disposes of its litter in its place. Because they are just like humans who are reluctant to use a dirty bathroom. For this reason, cat litter also needs to be diligently replaced so that cat litter does not accumulate and the litter box becomes dirty. Cat litter that is rarely replaced can emit unpleasant odors and make furry friends feel irritated. However, how often does cat litter need to be completely replaced? Is just scooping up the dirt not enough to keep it clean? Frequency of changing cat litter. Adapted from petsafe, the frequency of changing cat litter completely depends on a number of things, one of which is the type of sand used. Clay. Clay cat litter is one of the most commonly used types. They come in two forms, namely clumping and non-clumping. Sandbox. Each has its advantages and disadvantages. However, in general, the non-clumping type will need to be replaced more often. Cats often prefer this type of sand because they are very similar to the natural soil where fur companions poop out. Crystal. Usually, crystalline cat sand is made of silica compounds. They work by absorbing liquids more quickly and efficiently than other types of sand. Therefore, they can quickly drain solid waste and urine. As a result, crystalline sand is one of the most effective for controlling odors. They have almost no dust and fine grains sticking to the cat's paws. So, they are one of the best options to avoid clutter in the sandbox. Due to the highly absorbent material, you can clean the litter box less often than if you use clay-type sand. Crystal cat litter can be changed thoroughly every few weeks to once a month, depending on how many cats are using it. Pine. Pine cat sand is a recycled product made from waste pine wood. While effective at absorbing moisture, they can become damp quickly. They can also produce lots of fibrous dust particles that can exacerbate allergies in pets and humans. If you want a more natural and environmentally friendly option, of course this type is the best. However, they need to be replaced frequently, i.e., every 1 to 2 days. While for a complete replacement is once a week. Paper. Paper cat litter is like pine in several respects. Often, they are recycled products, and are primarily made from cellulose, which is the main fiber in wood pulp. However, this type of sand is usually one of the less effective types in controlling odors. They can also become very soft when wet, creating textures and surfaces that many cats don't like. If you use paper-type cat litter, replace it completely every few days just like the pine type. What if keeping more than one cat? If you have more than one cat, a general rule of thumb for a complete cat litter change is that the more cats you have, the more litter boxes you will need. Managing a cat litter box that quite a lot can be quite tiring. Cats often prefer to have their own litter box. From a fur friend's point of view, ideally you have one litter box for each cat in the house. If that's not possible, that means you'll have to clean every litter box you have more often. For one cat, generally you should change the litter completely once a week, and clean the box once a month. For each additional cat, replace the litter completely every few days for litter boxes used together. Those were tips and how to clean cat litter so that your cute cat doesn't get sick. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on this video, okay? And check out our other videos too.